Then another sign appeared in heaven, an enormous red dragon. Revelation 12:3.
Once again, an armed attack in the Middle East, but this time it's different.
October 7th was the devil's holiday.
It's very hard to believe what happened, even though I was there and seeing with my own eyes and seeing them laughing and killing and having fun with it.
Because if you don't open the door, they are going to kill you and they are going to kill me, so please open the door.
So who are the Jews? Who are the Palestinians? And whose land is it really? Could the fate of the world, of humanity itself, be somehow tied to this place?
The nation of Israel is a resurrected nation. So what if there was going to be a resurrection of another people, an enemy people of Israel? The Bible speaks about this whole war as a dragon representing the enemy attacking a woman representing Israel.
The civilian deaths on both sides represent victories on the part of the dragon.
Hamas did everything within their ability to maximize the civilian casualty.
We came back to a land that was largely barren and empty, and we brought it back to life, and we're going to keep it.
The devil hates the Jewish people because they represent the existence of God.
Because without that Jewish foundation, there is no Christianity.
If we're approaching the end of time, God will reveal himself more and more dramatically.
Speak back through the stones. The story that they've been telling is that Israel is a colonial project. The problem with that is the city of David. We are an inconvenient truth.
Are you aware of any significant archaeological finding that contradicts the Bible?
No.
God's word stands firm. The dragon will not prevail.
Your message here is become a dragon slayer.
Based on Jonathan Cahn's #1 international bestseller, The Dragon's Prophecy.
Hey guys, welcome to the program. I bet you all agree in these times and news cycles and everything else that we need a little time to laugh. We need a little time to, lighten up, because life's too hard not to laugh. It's true. Life is too hard not to laugh. That's what we're going to do in this program. We're going to go back and visit the Oh My God, That's Funny and do another one. Hey, today's program, by the way, is brought to you by the fine folks at CBD Distillery. You need to do this while it's still going on, folks. Especially maybe if you're not sleeping, right? You know how it is when you don't sleep. Toss and turn, can't get to sleep. Next day, you're dragging, exhausted. Everything feels just harder. That's where CBD Distillery and their CBD comes in and makes a real difference. It's not just about sleep, though. CBD Distillery has solutions that work with your body, help with stress, pain after exercise, even mood and focus. And it's all made with the highest quality, clean ingredients, no fillers, just premium CBD. Imagine waking up rested or enjoying your day without those nagging aches and pains. That's the real win of CB Distillery's solution, and that's why over 2 million people use it and dig it. I'm a user. I'm a heavy user. Yeah, the roll-on pain relief through CBD is absolutely fantastic. Here's a code for you. Zap it, go, ask people in chat. They'll tell you. So if you're ready for better sleep, less stress, feeling good in your own skin again, try CBD. CBD from CBD Distillery right now. You can save 25% off your entire purchase. Visit CB Distillery. Use promo code Jovan. That's cbdistillery.com. Promo code Jovan. cbdistillery.com. I'm telling you, it makes the difference. It's worth the try. It's got a money back guarantee. Why would you ever not do it? Don't know why. Also, a program's made possible by the fine folks at Gold Co. Simple. I'm asking you to go to jovanlovesgold.com. Type it in, jovanlovesgold.com. Simple. jovanlovesgold.com. All I'm wanting you to do is request your free gold and silver kit today. Now is the time to protect your money with gold and silver. You cannot fight what's coming in the digital money era. It's coming. It's coming. Okay? And you got to figure out what's going on. And this will give you the heads up. It's your money. We might take a ding when we go digital. And if you wanted to get something out because it's maybe your retirement account, 401k, IRA, whatever the case may be, they'll ding you. Don't do that. Protect yourself. Understand how it works. Just go to jovanlovesgold.com with my fine partners at Gold Co. and figure it out. Hey, by the way, K44 writes, I've been getting cramps in my feet. I'm thinking it's because I always wear flip-flops. You're dead on. You're exactly right. And it's horrible for your feet. It changes the neuromuscular part of your feet. Let me tell you what to do. I can give you a simple remedy real quick for that. Besides quit wearing flip-flops all the time, grab you a tennis ball or a golf ball. It doesn't matter which one. Put it under the center of your foot, a little bit towards the front. Preferably start with a tennis ball and just kind of stand on it. Put your pressure. Start sitting put your pressure, but force your foot on that pressure. Will hurt a little bit, but you got to stretch those back out where your body stops fighting itself and put your feet back into the design they really should have. I had the same thing. I'll tell you the truth. I'll just tell you the truth. I got in a very bad habit over the last few years. And this is an honest to God, real-time truth, I'm telling you. I got into a very bad habit. I could get up in the morning. Right now, you got to understand, I'm behind a computer 90% of the time, doing my work, doing my research, writing books, whatever. And I got to the point to where when I got out of bed in the morning or at different times, I almost couldn't stand on my feet. Started out as pain in my feet. I let it go. And it got so bad it kind of started up through my heel, and it just felt like my feet were being ripped apart. I couldn't figure out what it was until I realized I had done something that was horribly unhealthy for my feet. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I only wore around my pillow slippers. True story. That was it. I wasn't bothering anything else to wear other than my pillow slippers because they felt great and comfortable. They destroyed my feet. When I figured out what was going on with no support, it wrecked my feet. And that's how I learned the little tennis ball and golf ball trick. And now I may only wear them when I'm actually sitting here doing the broadcast for you. That's it. Only because I don't wear shoes all over the place if I don't have to. Right, but I don't want to run around just sock-footed or whatever. That's what happened. I destroyed my feet. And so sadly, you've probably done the same thing too. Just letting you know, try it out. Okay, folks, we're going to have some fun. We're going to look at some things funny. We're going to take our minds off this stuff because, frankly, life is too hard not to laugh. Life's too hard not to laugh. Ready? Life's too hard not to laugh. And we're going to have some laughs. So share this program right now. And let's get started.
Warning. The following program has been rated Dilligaff and is intended for open-minded audiences. If the truth offends you, or if you are allergic to focused intensity, intellectual athleticism, or the occasional F-bomb or even irreverent humor, please switch off now. If your delicate sensibilities need to be worried about or addressed, might we recommend the Underwater Basket Weaving channel to you? Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the wisdom, insight, and wicked sense of humor.
Cut the crap. How many times a day do you want to say that to politicians, the elite, the loony liberals, the fake news media, and the gender-confused, emotional socialist snowflake crowd? Cut the crap is your secret weapon for fighting for our freedoms and our great republic. It all begins with a massive mental enema, freeing you from the toxic news and politically correct views, which constipate your consciousness with stinking thinking. Your host, Joe Von Hutton Pulitzer. He's known for calling out politicians and telling them to cut the crap. You've seen him on virtually every television network and listened to him on Coast to Coast Radio. And now he's here to help you learn to fight for America. Culture, race, and American politics. They all have one thing in common. They all need to cut the crap. Now, here's your host, Joe Von Hutton Pulitzer.
Okay, folks, you know, life's too hard. We need to laugh. That's why I do this particular volume of programs. Oh my God, that's funny. Because laughter is absolutely great medicine. And so when I have some spare time, usually coincides with going to the small reading room, if you know what I mean, I like to search out funny things. And I just kind of store them and set them aside. And because it's just fun to laugh. You know what I mean? It's just fun to laugh. And frankly, politics 24/7 is not good for anybody. Not good for anybody at all. And there's all kinds of funny stuff out there. There's stuff from, you know, animals to people, now to the AI stuff. The AI stuff is getting incredibly fantastic. And I think it's kind of cool because it's not really people saying it. So for the crowds that get offended, it's not really real because it wasn't really a person that did it. You're going to like cancel AI. But I also admire people that can find funny stuff in everything, right? That can find funny stuff in everything or can put together things in a very funny way. And sometimes when they do these little videos, you know, they do stuff with babies, they do stuff, whatever. I love some of the animal ones, right? It's true about me. There's a big part of me that loves to horse around.
There goes the crackhead that I see each morning.
If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place.
Everybody look at the snow in the yard.
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little fucked up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
You have to admit, when people see this stuff, and I understand, you know, there's a lot of people, when you meet me in person, you'll find out people tend to think I look through them and I talk very hard and very intense. It's actually just due to the fact I'm hearing handicapped. And so I don't even know how to describe it, but looking straight at you I have really good peripheral vision. So it helps me read your lips without looking at your lips. Unless I was really looking at your lips, but then you'd have to, anyway. So I read your lips and look straight at you. And some people take that as intent. So I can see how people do this, but I wonder how many people are out there using their hearing deficit to do this stuff. This is just worth one more play because it's actually very funny.
There goes the crackhead that I see each morning.
If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place.
Everybody look at the snow in the yard.
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little fucked up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
You can't help but laugh at some of those. I want to show you in this world of AI where you can kind of create anything, right? And you're right. Hey, Mr. Ed was a good show. It was. Helen knows this. Helen knows this. I posted a really cool video the other day about physiology. I didn't understand how a woman's, what's the word I'm looking for? Not hips. What would you call pelvis? The bone structure. I had no idea how flexible it really was. I truly was amazed. And I saw this video. I think I posted it on my Twitter. And I saw this video, the pelvic area. It was the pelvic bone, right? The saddle. And I posted it, and I was truly being honest, because when you see this video, you know what I'm talking about. It's on my X. I was truly amazed. If you saw it, I go, now it all makes sense. And you'll know what I mean when you see it. But now it all totally makes sense when you see it from the pelvis bone. Truly it was a very enlightening, I'll call it a medical video. Anyway, let me show you what I mean about AI humor. This stuff is really taking off.
Why do you think lefties don't like dentists?
Because dentists make teeth straight and white.
How do you turn a liberal into a conservative?
Move them out of mummy's basement. What do lefties and homeless people have in common?
They're always asking for change.
Now, let me tell you what I like about this. If you're a snowflake or an extreme liberal, and you know what? I think we got to get back to being funny again, right? We really do. There should be nothing off limits, right? Nothing off limits when it comes to just being funny. I have two childhood friends that are probably the best living testament to it's okay just to be funny. I mean, everybody in school made fun of them because they didn't have arms and legs. It was some sort of congenital disease. But my two buddies, Art and Matt, yes, you can make fun of those things. Just ask Art and Matt. Anyway, AI humor is really, really taking off.
Why do you think lefties don't like dentists?
Because dentists make teeth straight and white.
How do you turn a liberal into a conservative?
Move them out of mummy's basement. What do lefties and homeless people have in common?
They're always asking for change.
some of the jokes that are coming out are stupid dad jokes. And I don't know, with AI and stuff, they're just really funny. This next guy I'm going to show you, I follow. And I have to tell you, when you're a comedian, you know how I use humor. You want people to kind of stop and look at you. You gotta kind of find a reason for people to stop and look at you. And of course, comedians will use facial expressions or facial gestures, or they'll have funny ass looks like Gallagher. It's all this other stuff. This guy His delivery is phenomenal. And he is a prime example. I truly admire this guy. He is a prime example of just be who you are. Just be who you are. And he does some of the best comedy, right? He does some of the best comedy.
I'm an autistic person from Levy County, Florida. Dude, like I said, I am not from like the beaches part of Florida or the Disney part. Dude, I'm from the...
This is not an act. He's high-functioning, disabled autistic, right? With motor skill and synapse issues. This guy, I'm telling you, take the time to follow him. This guy is the bomb.
I'm an autistic person from Levy County, Florida. Dude, like I said, I am not from like the beaches part of Florida or the Disney part. Dude, I'm from the middle part. You understand? I'm from where we make the methamphetamine. You understand? Like, you know those small ass towns where people say things like, there's just something in the water? It's meth. Every time. Dude, it's meth. Huh? Which means that if you combine all of that information, dude, fucking autism, ADHD, parent, cousins, and meth water, it basically means that my brain is a NASA supercomputer. That's been programmed by a NASCAR pit crew. You understand, like the wiring's all jacked up, somebody spilled Mountain Dew in it. Try to put meth water in the little coolant part, dude. Fucking some jackass tried to install LimeWire and download Dwight Yoakam's greatest hits and fucking. So now every time it overheats, it'll just whistle Dixie for no fucking reason at all, dude.
I love how he cracks himself up. I'm getting my honker out, getting my goose laugh on. I love how he cracks himself up and has fun at what he does, right? And he laughs at himself as he's doing it. Almost can't finish telling the joke. He is so phenomenal. And that's where we should get back, right? That's where we should get back to just appreciating the funny things like in life. And in fact, even deep sea exploration, just watching it can be funny. I swear.
A video of a broadcast from the bottom of the Argentine Sea is going viral for one reason. It's because there's only one caked up starfish that we all know and love. And apparently he lives at the bottom of the Argentine Sea.
Have you ever seen SpongeBob SquarePants? I'm going to show you this. I should look it up. Not right. Hang on. SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay. So when you look at the various characters, there's Patrick. Patrick is a starfish, right? That lives at the bottom of the sea. And when they show Patrick, and I'm just looking to see if I can find a photo of him. He kind of has a weird butt on him. It's Patrick the starfish. Let me see if I can find one because I want to show you. Hang on. I'm going to see him where he's laying down. Anyway, it's a character, Patrick the starfish. And when you watch him in the program, Patrick has like a Kim Kardashian ass. He does. It's actually very funny. And now I don't watch a lot of the program, right? He's kind of the goofy friend and or whatever, but he's a starfish. I'm going to show you a picture of Patrick so you know who he is. And I'm telling you, if you've ever watched it with your kids, which I would not recommend, there's a lot of hidden things in SpongeBob. Some pretty wild. I noticed this about freaking 25 years ago when or 23 years ago, my young son was watching. I go, did I just see that right? Right. And on the wall, right, you might see an art scene, but on the wall in the art scene where they're having a discussion, if you were to look and pay attention to the wall, you'll see people humping or two dudes humping. There's all kinds of subliminal crap in it, right? So I got my son to stop watching it. This is SpongeBob and Patrick. This is where that comes from, right? And if you were to, oh, there you go. I'm going to put that on my screen. Hang on. Thanks for sending me that. Normally, I don't like stuff in the show, but I'm going to show you this. Hang on. Thanks for posting it. Patrick's known for his big butt. Let me share this with you. Now, I've done a lot of work in the ocean and diving, etc., and I've never seen that little butt right on a starfish kind of thing that truly looked like a butt, right? That's how they kind of make fun of Patrick there, because Patrick has a butt. But I'd never seen that in real life, and I'm telling you, this is a true to-life video from the ocean.
A video of a broadcast from the bottom of the Argentine Sea is going viral for one reason. It's because there's only one caked up starfish that we all know and love, and apparently he lives at the bottom of the Argentine Sea.
There you go. I guess SpongeBob SquarePants and Under the Sea is all real. I had to show you that one because that's sometimes where it just imitates life. Right. But sometimes the old days, remember when we were kids, there were a lot of puppet shows and stuff. I think it's making a comeback. Check this out.
I adore finding new ways to show up lovingly. This week, we have one of the most famous and recognizable women in the world, meeting Taylor Swift.
Hi, Megan. You're such a good person.
And so vulnerable. It makes me sad when people don't take the time to prepare good food for their loved ones. Today's recipe is going to take you 5 minutes.
Wow, that's twice as long as I spent on my new album.
I learned this in France. Eat, pray, love. Now for the tricky part. Place in microwave. What is microwave? I don't think we have any of that. Harry, do we have any microwave?
It's a microwave, silly.
Don't talk to me like that, you bitch! I'm a fucking duchess! Shake that off!
Oh!
And now, for the finishing touch, a flower.
Doc, they made that way. Hey, by the way, happy birthday to everybody out there. Tell Blue in the face. Is Tell Blue in the face sharing the same birthday with purple helmeted dude? Anyway, somebody else had Rhodes. Mr. Rhodes had a birthday as well. Right. Thank you so very much. But now we know, right? Especially with SpongeBob. Now you know things. Now you know where Bikini Bottom is, because that's where SpongeBob and Patrick went. Anyway, these puppets, whoever's doing them, they're coming back. And it's actually very funny. So it's kind of safe through AI, and it's kind of safe through puppets to make fun again. Maybe it's all coming back in comedy. It's finally going to open up. Some people are brave about telling it like it is, though.
I got a 6-year-old nephew. I asked what he wants for his birthday. He said, Uncle Anthony, I want you to get me a Barbie doll. I said, fuck you. You 6-year-old piece of shit. And don't get me wrong. I don't care if he plays with dolls. He can wear dresses if he wants to, but I'm not getting him a Barbie doll. You see, Barbie dolls give little boys unrealistic expectations. of how easy it's going to be to tear off a head.
There's actually two jokes in there that I think is pricelessly funny. One, Barbie dolls give little boys unrealistic expectations of like they could become a woman or look like a woman, kind of the same thing they say for girls, but the other one to say unrealistic of ideas of how easy you can rip off a head. That's funny. I'm going to play it again. I actually think that's worth it, but I love his delivery.
I got a 6-year-old nephew. I asked him what he wants for his birthday. He said, Uncle Anthony, I want you to get me a Barbie doll. I said, fuck you. You 6-year-old piece of shit. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't care if he plays with dolls. He can wear dresses if he wants to, but I'm not getting him a Barbie doll. You see, Barbie dolls give little boys unrealistic expectations. Of how easy it's going to be to tear off a head.
Oh, man. You know, the days when we could just have fun and be funny and everything else. The crap we've been through for the last 5 years and still going on, getting deeper and deeper and deeper. I really, you know, and now so many more people believing we are living in a AI matrix. It's kind of like flat earthing. People really believe this is a computer simulation. That's kind of wonky, but it actually makes practical jokes like this one killer.
Hello, Mr. Anderson. Hello, Mr. Anderson.
Now, that would be a little freaky, you have to admit. Just like in The Matrix and all the dudes look the same. That would be pretty freaky to actually have them dressed up in that suit, right? Like that, and do it. Because in many ways, we live in the Matrix and everything's kind of turned upside down. You know, we live in a world where guys can be girls, girls can be guys. But wouldn't it be a bitch to be a girl who loves guys, built like a guy who loves girls? You'll understand the twist.
I'm a straight lady. Isn't that wild? Isn't that someone's oopsie whoopsie? Like, I grew up playing hockey, you know, I played all the way up to junior AA. I worked in the trades. I was an elevator mechanic for 12 years. I drive a Subaru Outback. Like, they made a whole gay body, forgot to turn it on. This is a nightmare, in case you're wondering. Sometimes I just, like, don't even know how butch I'm being, you know what I mean? Like, when I was just, like, flirting with this dude the other day, and I was standing like this. In my head, I was like, I'm being very approachable. But do you understand? It's not the shirt, it's not the voice, it's everything I'm doing. There's nothing I'm doing that isn't like, you know, because he's just like, how's your day? I'm like, you know, fuck, same shit, different day. You me? You want to make this happen? No? I'm always scratching my back on a post. Yeah, damn it, I can't quite get there.
I know what this is like because a lot of my poor aunts, God rest their souls, I've lost all my aunts, but they would do a neat trick when they wore like a tank top. Somehow they could get their thigh out of the armhole on their shirt. So I know what it's like for women that are built like dudes. But that one, so very funny, making use of what they have. Now, I mean, come on, we're all getting crap for making fun, body shaming and fat shaming or whatever the case may be, right? You didn't get my joke? Could stick their thighs through the armholes of the shirt. It basically meant their arms were as big as their thighs. Think about it. Anyway. I'll dig up some old video. I'll show you. I'll prove it. This body shaming stuff is ridiculous. They have fat fluencers now, right? I just kind of think it's funny just to have, funny is funny is funny is funny. And just having fun with how you're built is okay, just like she did, or this one did.
So a question I get asked a lot is, can dwarf girls drive? The answer is yes!
This has become a genre into itself of people and small people, dwarfs, midgets, whatever you want to call them, whatever culture it comes from, it doesn't matter. They let you in on the joke. They know they're tiny. You're not shocking them when you say something, but they're coming out with some of the funniest damn videos, right? Funniest damn videos there are, just making hay with what they have.
So a question I get asked a lot is, can dwarf girls drive? The answer is yes!
Let me show you some of the AI funny that's going around too.
Hey, do you know where that machine I was using yesterday got moved to?
Oh, yeah, it's over here.
I don't know what I thought when I first saw that one. I don't know. Because the setup to that AI joke is so damn well played. You got to admit, that's just freaking well played. You see the gym, of course, the big workout beefcake supposed to be a gorilla. So well played.
Hey, do you know where that machine I was using yesterday got moved to?
Oh, yeah, it's over here.
But what kind of humor you like? I can tell you, what kind of humor I don't like? There is a particular type of humor that just doesn't resonate with me. I'll give you an example. I like Steve Martin, right? He's very good in the new series Murder in the Building and stuff. I like Steve Martin. But I've never been one that dislikes doofus goober humor. Do you know what I mean? That just, you can do a little, it's fine. You can do a little, but just that's your whole thing, and that's kind of your only thing. And Steve Martin's one of them. There's only one Steve Martin style. It doesn't matter what he is from a pharaoh to whatever. It's just this kind of goofy goober stuff, right? I don't like that. Oh, and I have to, Smack Time's right. I do not think that videos that show people breaking their backs, splatting out, whatever, I don't think those are funny. I don't even watch those because I just don't think it's funny. And it's probably because of the injuries and stuff in my life. So yeah, I guess there's two types of funny. But what I really do appreciate is people that can bring you into the story, right? Bring you into the story, right? And kind of get you involved and can deliver exceptionally well.
My kid's mom called me this morning and asked me if I could give her $300 to help her out with rent.
and we haven't dated since 2015, so I don't normally do this kind of thing like ever, because I take care of my kids. I get them half the time. I'm a good dad, so it's not normal that I help her out with money any kind of way. And I just told her I needed a little bit to think about it, and I would call her back. And before I had a chance to call her back, her sister called me. Her sister tells me that she doesn't actually need the money for rent, and she's trying to get her new boyfriend out of jail because she wanted to be able to be close to him for his birthday. And so, you know, that hit me some type of way, but I decided to call her anyway. I told her, come get the money, that I would help her out. I just figured, you know, karma will bless me the way that I should be. So she came, she picked up the money. About 2 hours later, I get a call from the county jail, and I accept the charges, and it's her, and she's screaming, and she's cussing, and she's crying, and she wants to know why I gave her counterfeit money. And I told her she wanted to be close to her boyfriend for his birthday, and so, you know, happy birthday.
I just appreciate his delivery. I just appreciate his delivery. We'll keep on doing these volumes just to give you a little laugh in life, because remember, life's too hard not to laugh.
This crazy world is telling you your sons can be daughters and your daughters can be your sons. When will the madness stop? Never. So you have to decide, will you comply or defy? They tell us all, you will own nothing, eat bugs, and be happy. Is this why America's largest food processing plants and food supply plants keep burning down? Do you really think this is a coincidence? Of course not. The system is telling us right to our faces what they have planned for us. You have a choice. Comply or simply defy their plan for us all. Defy the system's plan and execute your own plan. Abundant, safe, secure natural food supply. Introducing the Food Forest Bible. This bestseller by Jovan Hutton Pulitzer is the single most complete, executable, easy-to-follow plan for sustainable, self-managing food production for self-sufficiency and food security. For the first time ever, a coffee table, heirloom quality full color book which unlocks the ancient secrets of creating a food forest. Imagine planting in a way which requires no digging, no pesticides, and creates massive ancient food abundance. No fooling. Food forests are the ancient secret to planning and planting once. And have your own Garden of Eden, which will feed your families for decade after decade. Buck the system. Buck the New World Order and order your very own copy of Jovan Hutton Pulitzer's Food Forest Bible. Learn how to create a sustainable, self-managing, natural food production for self-sufficiency and food security for your family. Side yard, small yard, backyard, backlot, or even lots of acres, the Food Forest Bible works for everyone. Order on Amazon, hardcover, softcover, or ebook. Don't comply. Expertly defy the system.